Welcome back to Kingdom Cast, the real Kingdom Cast. This is Bad Luck Chuck. We are back at it with another episode here as Bengals week has arrived. Man, we got a lot to talk about. This week has been weird. It's been crazy. We've been seeing a lot of things from the national media, and it leads me to believe that they read from a script. But before we get into all that, let me introduce the guys here. Top right hand corner is my guy Country. Bottom of the screen is my guy Boogie. But yeah, man, the situation is as follows: we win, Tennessee loses, we get the number one seed, locked up, done with, over. Cincinnati, they still trying to clinch the AFC North, so we're gonna expect them to play a little desperate. It's gonna be a good game, but I just feel like the way the national media is talking about Cincinnati, they setting them up for failure. So just to get into all that, man, country. Let me start you off here, man. Do you feel like the national media is reading from a script the way they've been talking about the Bengals throughout the week?
Yeah, I think they following the script. It's just you can't keep loving on the Chiefs. You gotta find a villain for them, or we gotta make them the villain. You know what I've been feeling like? I feel like we had turned into the Patriots when they were on their run, and everybody hated them. You had to hate them because they were winning all the time. Um, they had they similar breakdowns, and Tom Brady got benched, and uh, they're washed, and he's old, and then they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And we slowly but surely turning into that. To everybody wants to hate us, bro, and it's good. We welcome it. I think it's motivating. I think we the wrong guys to motivate like that. So keep on doing what you're doing, media. I mean, ever since you've been doing it, we've been winning.
Man, this all started. Okay, the first post I saw was from NFL Network, and I believe James Jones did the segment, and he said the Bengals had the better quarterback, running back, and wide receiver. The only thing we got is defense. Um, we have seen this before when like ESPN or maybe Fox Sports One, they done said like this particular quarterback's better than Patrick Mahomes, which is nuts, man. And I said it on the last episode, like all these dudes are propping up Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Justin Herbert, like they on Patrick Mahomes level. And that's nothing to take away from those guys. Those guys are talented, they young, they gonna be good, but Patrick Mahomes has already proven, like when he first got into the league, when he first got the job as a starting quarterback, like he's been elite every season. Even this year, despite the struggles, what I mean, with the offense within the first 7 weeks or so, he's still putting up the numbers. His numbers is still up there with the top quarterbacks in the league. So I really don't get why they trying it with these young guys right now.
Because you need somebody to be. You need a rival. They need to build it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I got an echo. Hold on real quick.
To me, you know what the funniest thing about all that is, Chuck?
Hmm.
This is Mahomes' worst year, right?
Right.
He's having a better year than Burrow this year.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn. And they talk it. I don't know, man. You would think Chiefs haven't been going to the Super Bowl last 2 years.
Yeah, it's quite funny, man, because like Burrow, yes, he's had a great year and all that, but he's had his flaws too. Like, and that like before the Baltimore Ravens explosion, you know what I mean? I'm just it's just funny how the national media is just ignoring the fact that Baltimore is basically playing with practice squad dudes on their defense, and that's
Facts.
essentially why Cincinnati got off. But the week before that, when they played Denver, they struggled. They didn't get the 20 points, and then when Cincinnati was having success, they was on a winning streak. The following week, they lost to the Jets, and that was after the first time they played Baltimore and beat them. So yeah, man, I really don't get it. But country, you sound good.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
All right, so I want
They
to I want
they
to
gotta
get back to your
they
point.
gotta they gotta have a villain, bro. You gotta have somebody that match up with. You got to have somebody to root for. You got to have some underdog to cheer on.
And I agree with you on that, country, because if we go back, 4 weeks, everybody was saying it was the Patriots. It's like every week they gotta. It's like, damn, we can't say the Chiefs this week. Burrow looked good last week. Let's go with Bengals now. They won. They was just talking about the Patriots. You don't want to see them in the playoffs, then they lose. Every week is somebody different, man. We the only ones being consistent, and we're not getting credit for it. But it is what it
And
is.
before that, it was the Chargers. Before that, it was the Titans. It was the I already said the Chargers. It was the Ravens. It was Buffalo. It was Tennessee. Every week it changes because they keep letting you down, but you keep hyping them up.
It's just weird, man. Because like, and Cincinnati's had good teams before, but I don't remember them getting propped up like this throughout the entire week, man.
And it's not like
Um,
they're a bad team. They're not a bad team. They're a very
nah,
good
nah,
team.
nah, they
You know
decent.
what
You
I'm
know
saying?
what I mean?
So the way they put it out, it makes you want to hate the Bengals, but they're a very good team. They are capable of beating us on Sunday. You don't even have to do all this what you're doing. We can line up man for man and they could beat us. Yeah. But don't go extra with it. Burrow's not better than Mahomes. There's no way possible he's better than Mahomes. He's never been to the Super Bowl. He's
Super
never been
Bowl.
to the playoffs.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, hold on, man. We gotta take small steps. That's what you told me.
Yeah, let me get
He
there.
didn't even
He's
get to
never
the
won a
playoffs first.
division. You feel you know what I'm saying? We weren't.
I mean, and like Burrow's just getting started. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
he got a long way to go. He got a long career ahead of him, bro. Like, why would you do that to that man? Because you know my guy is Michael Jordan. You know he taking this as slander and slight and disrespect. You already know what he gonna come in wanting to do.
He got to by now, man. Like we were saying in the group chat, it's been NFL Network, it's been ESPN, it's been Fox. The Chiefs it seemed like the Chiefs the underdog.
But,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
We
favorites
and
by
look,
5. We favorites by 5, but how they talking, it's like shit. How can we beat them? We got a chance.
exactly. How are they
right,
9-6 right now? How have people even beaten them? The way they talking.
Hold on. NFL Network said they offense. I can't think of his name. I don't want to mess up his name. He said they offense is unstoppable. That was a quote.
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Did they just score 15 like 2 weeks ago?
Yep. Just brought it up against Denver. And everybody's to my offense, and everybody's to my offense struggling against Denver, so they struggled against Denver too.
The Chiefs
But
defense
we
not
beat them.
good no more.
I don't
I don't
know,
know.
man. They gave up what? They gave up 10 to the Steelers, bro. That's ridiculous.
We didn't get blew out last week. Y'all know I've been sick, man. We didn't get blew out.
No,
No,
no.
I think we blew them out. I think
Oh
we blew
shit.
them out.
Okay. Crazy.
Yeah, man. Because I, at the end of the day, man, I just feel like we are living in a simulation right now. The way they talking about the Bengals, dog. Like, and it's nothing against the Bengals, man. Joe Mixon's a hell of a player. Jamar
Yeah.
Chase already a hell of a player. T.
Yeah.
Higgins, hell of a player. Tyler
Yeah.
Boyd, good slot
Yeah.
receiver. Uzama will be there when you need him. Yeah, we get all that, but what you about to see is that the game of football has always been won in the trenches, and you're gonna see a perfect example of that on Sunday. But before we get into the breakdown of the game and stuff, man, I want to keep this going, man. Um, the next post I saw was, people are still reacting to what Marcellus Wiley be saying on Speak for Yourself, and I'm like,
Stop, man.
he's a former Charger, man. It's the Charger in him that hate the Chiefs, man. I don't know why Chiefs fans still get riled up on what Marcus Wiley be saying, dog. Like, just ignore that. Just ignore the dude. He's a gimmick.
He Jason Whitlock Twitter, man. I got him blocked, man.
The dude is a gimmick, man. And then we fast forward to today, man. On Get Up ESPN, everybody picked the Bengals. I just laughed. I just cracked up, man. I said, dog, they really pushing this Bengals gas, man. Like Joe Burrow, they getting too much gas, man.
No,
And
man,
then
but you left the King of Kings out though.
No, I'm about to get to him.
Oh, okay, my bad. Keep going. My bad.
All right, and then just to put the cherry on top of everything, Skip Bayless.
Hold on, hold on, hold
Oh,
on, hold on, hold on. Damian Woody. Um, and I don't want to be like impolitically correct or anything, but
okay.
it looked like somebody was holding a gun behind the camera and telling him to read this off. He didn't even look like he wanted to say it. He looked scared to say it.
Hey, remember you see how Jay Prince did what's the name? Kanye. That's what that looked like when he said that, man.
Right. Just pat him on the back and got a gun to his back. Like, yeah, you better say this. We got your wife and kids tied up in a Brooklyn basement. It's, it's like, come on, bro. And then the king of the kings, Skip Bayless.
Oh man, Skip dog. Like, I mean,
Mahomes,
he always been anti Mahomes anyway. But dude, like, you don't believe that your damn self. What you said about Joe Burrow? You talking about in the shootout? I would take Joe Burrow. I don't think Patrick Mahomes be able to hang with a guy like Joe Burrow or whatever the hell he said. But
Dude, that's crazy that they saying they don't know if Mahomes can keep up, one, and two. What makes them think it's gonna be a shootout like that? Based on what?
right, right.
that goes to the defense. So um, Skip said Mahomes doesn't have the confidence to get into a shootout.
Yeah.
I,
did, did he not watch the Chargers game?
I, bro, I feel like we in the matrix, bro. We in the matrix of the matrix. We in the new matrix, the new stimulation, like simulation. I'm sorry. We in the new one.
Stimulate.
You know
Come
what
on,
I'm
let
saying?
me find out you need that stimmy, man. Come on with that too.
Like,
Stimmy
hey,
and
look, I
stimmy.
take
We
a
need
stimmy
both.
with the quickness.
Hey,
Um,
but they need to give us better packages though. But
yeah.
anyway,
Hey, look, man. Uh, we gotta embrace it, bro. We gotta learn to embrace it. For years, the way you get clicks, the way you get attention, you mention the Chiefs. Last 3 years, you mention anything about the Chiefs, disrespectful, reworded wrong, out of context, you're gonna get all the attention you want. Cause we not used to this winning stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? We not used to it. Neither and our players. When Honey Badger see what you write, he's gonna respond. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and you know what? Y'all said it started. It started with Ryan Clark too. Y'all didn't even say that.
It
But you know
started with
that's what
Ronnie.
he do. That's what he do.
oh
You
yeah,
know,
he was propping up the weapons on the Bengals offense. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know when it really got disrespectful? When Aaron Rodgers missed the game and people were like, yeah, Jordan Love probably could beat the Chiefs. It's like we've never even seen him play before. What are you talking about?
Oh man, I guess they went with the whole backup quarterback theory, like backup quarterbacks, when they hardly got any film on them or no film at all. Sometimes it's tough to play against those backups, but yeah, dog.
Yeah, because
It's,
didn't the Bengals give up like 300 yards to a backup quarterback?
oh yeah, Josh Johnson, he balled out for Baltimore. It's just
Yeah.
that Baltimore, they had me and you out there playing the
Exactly.
secondary boogie.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Okay.
Hey, bro, look. If and then what's the dude from Good Morning Football? Kyle Brandt, who
yeah.
That's who I
who
was talking
flip
about. That's who
flops.
I was talking about.
He puts out a highlight video. It's the same 4 games. The Ravens are on there in purple. The Ravens are on there in white. Then it's the Lions. And then, come on,
The who?
the Lions.
Damn.
Bro.
Why we didn't make a Raiders video, man?
Uh, Why he didn't have a season highlight? He had 4 different games. If I put on the Chiefs highlight, it's gonna show you highlights from the whole entire season, not when they blew out the Ravens, who got 30 people on IR right now, or the Lions, who barely won 2 games, or Cleveland.
Cleveland beat them though, right? They put up 40 on the Bengals.
Oh yeah, they put up a 40 ball on them.
I'm incredulous.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Yeah, Kevin, they taking Michigan to the woodshed right now. So, but yeah, man, I just it's wild to me, and this is why I barely watch these sports channels these days, dog. They been going too far at times, man. Especially this week, man. The only reason I even saw that stuff was because it was on Twitter, dog, and I just laughed and moved on, bro.
Well, you gotta watch it though. Watch it and be aware of how they. This is what they think about you. Like that Ice Cube song. This is what they think about you. Listen to it. That's it. It ain't nothing but fire and passion to me. I love
Okay,
it.
I just look at it like this: like the Bengals, they got an ass whooping coming to them now. Unfortunately, you know, the young team is about to experience a veteran team that's been to the Super Bowl twice now. They know what it takes to win, and Cincinnati's after this game, Cincinnati is gonna have to learn. Is gonna have to learn from it. You know what I mean? This is
Chuck,
the
I don't
steps you
think
got to
that's
take
getting
to
talked
win.
about enough, man. For sure. That they young
And
like
look,
that,
bro.
they
Look,
never had
look.
no big game, man, like this.
And look, bro. Cincinnati is good enough. You don't have to gas Cincinnati up at all for them to come in and have the firepower power and the thing to come in and win at home. We didn't have to gas Cincinnati up. You gassing Cincinnati up only motivates the Chiefs more. Why would you do that to them? And
Yeah,
who is Burrow's big game? The biggest win
Baltimore.
was
It
Baltimore.
gotta be.
Baltimore's not a great win. Their biggest win was the Chargers, who gifted them the ball what 4 different times?
yeah,
Didn't
man.
didn't San Diego have like 4 different or 4 different turnovers? That's our
Nah,
biggest game.
now hold
Or
on. The
was it
Chargers.
Bengals
Chargers
that
beat
four
them,
Nah,
didn't
turnovers?
now hold on. The Chargers blew them out. The
they?
Chargers blew
Yeah.
them out.
Chargers beat them, bro.
Oh well,
Their
dang.
Yeah,
biggest
See,
win is that Ravens against me and Chuck. That's their biggest win, bro.
yeah. I'm
Period.
looking at their schedule right now, and I remember they played Green Bay. That was like the fakest game. I mean, that's still the fakest game I watched all year long. They should have beat Green Bay. You know, they missed out on field goals, both teams, but they
Yeah.
lost. So I'm looking at this right now. Their biggest win, like Boogie said, their biggest win is against the Ravens.
Against me and Chuck.
I'm looking at all these other wins, dog. I'm like, they beat. Let's see, they beat the Minnesota Vikings. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, Jacksonville Jaguars, Detroit Lions, Ravens twice, Steelers again, and the Raiders
Them
and the
and
Broncos.
The Ravens were without Lamar Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just check.
on both of them, Chuck.
Now
On
Lamar
this
played in the
last
That
one,
first.
they
second one.
were.
Yeah, that
Yeah, the
second
second
one.
one, yeah, but Lamar played in the first matchup.
Yeah, I mean that don't matter. But go ahead, my fault.
Nah, you straight, bro.
RJ, maybe 5 weeks ago, the Vikings was a decent win.
Yeah,
Man,
that's dead.
RJ, the Vikings, they about to be out the playoffs, essentially.
Yeah,
You
Kirk
know,
Cousins ain't playing this week. It's a wrap.
yeah, but even then, Kirk Cousins in prime time is trash. So
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know how
Hey,
he get
bro,
down.
and Joe Burrow is nice. Let's not get that misconstrued for any second. Joe Burrow is nice, bro. Why would you do that to him?
Hey, I was watching one of them maybe it was First Take. They was talking about how no, it was I think it was Undisputed. They was talking about how Spag said he's like Tom Brady, and they was
young Tom
asking him
Brady.
about that,
Hmm.
and they was basically saying Spags would never say Mahomes is like Tom Brady, right? But
Because he's not.
no, I'm just saying even that he's on that level, but he
Oh,
putting all that pressure on him. We want to see how Burrow go do with all this pressure, man.
nah.
Now, you the best quarterback in the world, according to everybody that's not in Kansas City. He the best quarterback. Our D coordinator saying he Tom Brady. So what's gonna be the excuse? He got all the best weapons. He got everything better than Mahomes, right? He at home too, right?
Yep.
So no reason they should lose. The Bengals.
And I heard somebody say, well, Spags was scared to say what the Baltimore guy said that he's not ready for a gold jacket yet. So he was so scared of Joe Burrow, he'd rather gas him up than tell him the truth.
Nah, but that Ravens thing, that kind of went back to that first game too, though, right?
Yeah,
They kind of was
like
going back and forth before this last game.
yeah, like division rivals, man. I mean, I think that's a little different,
Yeah.
honestly. But at the end of the day, man, like Joe Burrow, he's a hell of a gamer, man. I think I've said it before, like with a small debate between him and Justin Herbert. I said I would take Joe Burrow long term. Justin Herbert got a better arm, but Joe Burrow to me plays winning football more than Justin Herbert, in my opinion. I would rather have him in the clutch late
That was
game.
the original question too.
But let's
For the
debate
next
about
5
that, man.
years, for the next 5 years, what quarterback would you take, Mahomes or Burrow?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Pat's only 26. I think I'll still take Pat. It's not like Pat is 37.
You see
feel
how
me?
her
Right.
real face was when Damian Woody said that? Like she was like, "Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa."
Like, did you understand the question or?
It's all hilarious, man. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is, man. We all got faith in our boys that we're gonna go out there and handle business, man. But before we get into all that, let's go ahead and talk about the injury report real quick. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he's questionable, but I truly don't think he's gonna play, man. I think they're gonna rest him. Try to get him ready for the playoffs. Like, if we don't have to play our starters in Denver next week, I think they're gonna try to rest him, get his shoulder ready or his collarbone ready for the playoffs, in my opinion. So I think we're good at running back still. Joe Tooney, I know he didn't practice yesterday. I don't know what his status is right now. Hopefully he's well enough to
He
play.
practiced today, though.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he
Okay.
came back today.
Okay, so looks like we good on that end. So Clyde's the only one really. I'm looking at the
Everybody's out of the
Bengals.
COVID protocol. Nobody's in the protocol right now.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the Bengals. They don't really have any key players missing on their end. So
Yeah, they
Trey
got
um,
the
Waynes,
players
Trey
back.
Waynes playing? I mean, he's not playing, is
you said Trey Waynes.
he? Yep.
I don't see him on the injury report that I'm looking at.
I think he on the COVID though, ain't he? I don't know if he
Oh,
playing.
he is.
I believe so.
Uh, I don't see him. They ain't got his name in here, but I guess they separate the injury report from the COVID list. I don't know, but anyway, but other than that, man, looks like everybody's a full go, man. But let's go ahead and get to the game, man. This is where the Chiefs are gonna have the biggest advantage all day long, and that's at the line of scrimmage, both sides of the ball, in my opinion. Now our offensive line, we're gonna have to deal with Trey Henderson. Henderson, he's one of the best pass rushers in the league. One of the young up and coming pass rushers. We know we gotta account for him. But other than that, man, like they got other guys on the team too. Awuzie, who used to play corner in Dallas, he's been pretty solid. Jesse Bates is one of the best safeties in the league. He's been pretty solid. And I think I think they're gonna get Logan Wilson back this week too.
Yeah, he's playing. He's supposed to.
Yeah, he's a nice up and coming young linebacker. So I mean, Cincinnati, they got pieces on their defense. You know what I mean? But they can be had. You know what I mean? They can be had. Um, and I feel like in this matchup, they're not gonna have anybody for Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is coming back home where he used to play college ball at in Cincinnati, and I think Patrick's gonna do everything possible to feed him the rock. And we saw those guys together watching the Alabama Cincinnati game tonight. So I'm pretty sure they've been talking about that on the plane and stuff. So
Hey Chuck,
yeah.
they didn't gave up 150 to Kettle. They didn't gave up 115 to Waller and 125 to Mark Andrews. Kelce about to eat, man.
It's easy work. There you go.
He about to eat, man.
Every elite tight end you just named got off. So
Yeah, their weakness is tight end, and we have the best tight end in the game right now. You see RJ's comment about Hendrickson. We faced
Really?
Hendrickson last year with a less offensive line than what we have right now. He he had some flashes, but he didn't do that much.
Oh,
You
he
know
a
what I'm
beast
saying?
though. Well, didn't he just break Chris Jones' record?
How
As
many
as
sacks?
far as as far as what?
Consecutive sacks in the game. I think he got like
Well,
12 straight games or something like that, or maybe more than that.
I haven't been keeping up with that specific stat, but I know he has been balling this year. I didn't know he's on a streak like that, so hey, that's pretty damn good. But just to go on the other side of the ball though, man, this is where we gonna eat at. Our defensive line should be able to eat against this Bengals offensive line all game long. It would not surprise me if Chris Jones has another 3-sack game. That's my expectation for Chris Jones this week. Like Chris Jones, I expect 3 sacks from you, dog. Like the interior is one of the weakest in the league. Like it should be no problem for Chris Jones to get back in that backfield against Joe Burrow. Now, the only guy, as many weapons as they have on their team, the only guy that I'm really concerned about this week is T. Higgins, because T. Higgins, he's kind of that tall receiver that can go up and get the ball, stretch the field, kind of like in that Mike Williams hybrid a little bit. But other than that, man, I think like Travarius Ward, I think he can hold it down just enough. He may be guarding Jamar Chase. I think he can hold it down just enough on that end. In the slot, I don't know if Finn, I don't know what Rashad Finn's status is, but even if we
Didn't
don't,
he practice?
Yeah, he should be good. He should be
Yeah.
good to go.
okay, well, whether it's him or Snead, whoever's lined up in that slot, I think we straight in that area. But like the only time that T Higgins is gonna make plays is if Joe Burrow has enough time. But I think we're gonna be able to pressure Joe Burrow all game, man. He's gonna give up the rock like at least twice in this game.
Ooh,
That's how I see it playing out.
ooh.
But if he do that, it's gonna be a long night.
Yeah, I truly don't think the Bengals score more than 20 points in this game. That's how I look at it. Because they trenches are just so weak, man. Like they inconsistent in that area.
Are they a better offense than the Chargers?
Depends. I think like how Chuck said, if we're looking at it like Madden rest in peace and we just going off that, yeah. But when you don't got an offensive line, anything can happen. And when you going against this type of defense, I think Chargers. I would give Chargers the slight edge just because of that. They got a Pro Bowler left tackle. I'm gonna go with Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers
It's
just slapping them
it's,
too.
it's, it's
It's
by
debatable.
about that much.
Yeah, it's debatable. It's debatable.
Because I mean the Chargers got Herbert, Allen, Williams,
Eckler.
Eckler. They got Rashawn Slater. You
Hmm.
know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They got a nice complement of weapons. It's kind of even. I think the Bengals might got him because they got the extra wide receiver that's a X factor for them. So, but like you said, that line is horrendous.
Yeah, even though Tyler Boyd, you may say he has the edge on their slot. I mean Jalen Guyton or Josh Palmer. I mean they not bad. I've seen them cats make plays for the Chargers this year
Yeah.
as third receiver. So
It's just that O line. I definitely taking Chargers offensive line over there.
So is Burrow gonna be able to perform under constant pressure?
I think he's gonna crack eventually. The more we get back there, I think he's gonna eventually crack.
Because hold on, um, did Ingram play? When did the Steelers play the Chargers? Was he still a part of the? I mean, the Bengals. Was he still a part of the Pittsburgh Steelers when they played? When did they
Um,
play?
Yeah, he was on the
let me
Steelers one of
Still
them
got the
games.
you
They
still
played
got the
them early,
schedule?
didn't
let me check. Yeah, that was week 3.
they? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, so he
yeah.
was
So
on the
I
Steelers
wonder
then.
what he did. Can you see his stats from that game?
Pressure.
Uh, yeah, I could pull it up. Um, even if it doesn't really show on the box score, may have to go back and watch the game some. but
Yeah.
it looks like he had 2 tackles, 1 assisted.
But you know, at that
That's
time,
the box
Melvin
score. That's
Ingram
the
was
box
like
score
top
stuff.
5 in pressures though when he was with the Steelers in first couple of weeks. So I'm pretty sure he was getting some pressure.
Yeah.
Hey
Yeah, but
man,
let me go back.
Chris Jones should be, man. Like one of y'all just said it. Chris Jones should, man. Him and Frank
This is
Clark. I think
this
that
is
D
a
line just gonna take over for real. I really do.
I guarantee this is a Chris Jones spotlight game. Guarantee it.
Everybody talk about Trey. They ain't talking about Chris Jones. It's
Hey, that's
good to be
national.
jealous when you in sports sometimes, man. You ain't like that, man.
Right.
I just, bro, it's just like, bro, this is just gonna be a good. It didn't need anything extra. It already was gonna be a good game. You didn't have to dress nothing up. You feel me? Like it should be a primetime game to be honest. But you didn't have to dress nothing up to
Yeah, I'm
make it.
surprised they didn't flex
It
that.
already was a big game.
Yeah, I was yeah, because some Chiefs fans was like, I wonder if this game gonna get flexed to like 3:25 in the afternoon at least. But this is quite different because it has been a long time since we had a noon game. It's been a very long time.
Oh yeah, I ain't complaining. I'd rather have the noon. Give me the noon. That waiting up all day for that, my nerves too bad, man.
The only good thing is if Tennessee played before us and we knew the outcome before the game. But when is the Tennessee game?
I think that's a noon kickoff too, and I wonder if Kevin Harlan's commentating that game.
Come on, man.
I wonder if we get that double dip again.
We need that.
We
So
do
that was
not
great.
get enough Kevin Harlan calling Chiefs games.
I think I don't know.
We
Did
get
NFL
one a
just
year, maybe.
did NFL just ban him just because he from Kansas City now? Like they don't
Probably
call on.
since he used to do it so much. Yeah.
He's not allowed to commentate Chiefs games anymore.
I'm doing both, man.
You know what the
Thankful
worst thing? Speaking of that, Caleb, the worst thing the Bengals could do is go out and
Yeah,
stand on their
Caleb, you're right.
logo and do something stupid. Don't do anything more dumb to overhype the Chiefs, man. Like, don't do anything else to make the Chiefs want to beat you more because the media done it all for you.
Hey, even Daryl Williams commented on that too when Ryan Clark said something about the.
Oh yeah,
He said something too.
What do you
yeah, he
say?
was laughing. He was laughing. I think he was just laughing at it.
He said something. McCole said something. Tyron said something. Man, they probably got that shit all on their lockers, man.
Oh yeah, man, it's all bulletin board material this week, dog. And I just don't get it. I just don't get why you would do that. You would give the Chiefs extra motivation just to arguably put up their best performance of the season. It's looking like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, it's the fact that Burrow's coming off one hell of a game. He threw for 520 some yards.
oh
I
yeah,
mean, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. You know what I'm saying? So going into this game, he's hot as he is. But I heard something today. They've never won more than 2 games in a row.
So, what's that? Say that again. My fault.
They've never won more than 2 games in a row.
That's funny. Hey, did y'all see Bart Scott going off about this shit though?
no, I didn't see his stuff. What was he saying?
Cause he used to be a Raven, man. He was in his feelings about that.
Uh,
He said the red dot is on Burrow going forward, man. Since you done embarrassed them. Hey, he was going out. Lewis Riddick was dying laughing at him. But yeah, man, I'm ready, man. I'm ready for the Bengals. I think it's gonna be a good game. We might see him again in a couple of weeks anyway. So
maybe, man. So we'll see. But that is funny though. You said the red dot, man.
dude was wild. And you got to Google that when we get off here, Chuck. You gonna be like, this dude.
We'll see, man. But yeah, a lot of Ravens fans was heated after that game. They really were because they was just saying like, they gave the Bengals credit, but just look at the situation they in right now. They got a grocery list full of injuries,
Yeah.
mostly on defense. So, but
Okay,
but
so Okay, hold on. So they started the season off. Wait a minute. They beat the Vikings 27-24. They lost to the Bears 2017. They beat the Steelers 24-10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they beat the Jaguars. Then they lost to the Packers. Then they beat the Lions. Then they beat the Ravens. They lost to the Jets. They lost to the Browns. They beat the Raiders. And they
Beat
beat the
Steelers.
Steelers. But then they lost to the Chargers. Then they lost to 49ers. Then they beat the Broncos and beat the Ravens. So they never won more than 2 games in a row. RJ, are you
Not more
talking?
than two. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they weren't 5-0. RJ, no.
No.
Mm-mm.
In his dreams, they were 5-0.
Somebody took RJ account, man. Hey, he been wilding all week, man. RJ was been cool, and I don't know the last couple days, man. He said that about Cisco country. I'm like, dang, man, hold on, man. I mean, Drew Hill. Then he was talking that LeBron. Never mind, we ain't gonna get into that though. Yeah, man.
Yeah. We know what it is. We know what it is with RJ, man.
Yes.
But
Drew Hill
country
was
was he?
washed 112 in a competition. In the story.
30.
Was he saying this in the spaces you did last night?
Oh, no, he said that on Twitter.
Uh,
He picked 112 over Drew Hill.
I
I
missed
didn't
that
even
one.
respond to it. It was so ridiculous.
I missed
I
that
RJ
got
one.
was
hacked. I don't
wild,
respond
man.
to bad tweets.
Nah,
so
but
so basically the Bengals are due for a loss because they don't win 3 in a row. They only win 2.
yeah, simple
And
as
it's
that.
something about when you blow a team out that next game, the points just don't be there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Cause
it's
that's
just
Big
something about,
Brother. They just beat country.
huh?
Yep.
That's been Big Brother. They just beat Big Brother.
Oh, they just won a Super Bowl again.
Yeah, that's theirs right there. Oh,
RJ. Oh
RJ is
God.
straight.
oh, RJ, man.
Hey, we're gonna pretend we didn't see that. But
Yeah.
anyway.
No, I'm gonna let him live. He tripping. He know what he know. Come on, bro. 112 over Drew Hill.
No,
It ain't gonna happen.
respectfully.
Right.
Respectfully. You better go play with Jagged Edge. Don't play with Drew Hill like
Hmm.
that. Anyway. We on to the next one.
But yeah, man. Just to wrap up the game preview, man. At the end of the day, I could really see the Chiefs just smacking them like 34-20. That's
Woo,
how I
okay.
see it. It's gonna be a clinic, man.
What did he say? You got too much dip on your chip. Hold on.
Caleb.
Get him, Caleb. Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's
Hey,
gonna be
Oh
one of
man.
them games where we go get up early, like last year, how y'all was talking about. But we got bored. I think they gonna be dialed in early. We gonna get up early, and then it's gonna be like, all right, you know how Andy Reid get. We let him come back a little bit,
Yeah.
31-20. I can see that. I think we go clearly control the game. Clearly. Let me ask you. Let me go ahead. Go ahead. I want to ask y'all
I
something.
was gonna say, you remember the last time we played Cincinnati? It was like 45-10, I think.
Ooh
Kareem
man, that
Hunt
was
game,
that
wasn't
was
it?
a yep. Yes,
That
sir.
was that was a slaughter from the get go. It just I would defer the kick. I would let my defense go out there and smack them on the first. Go ahead and put it down. Do it how you do it. Also, are the Bengals gonna play out of their element? Are they gonna be going for it on 4th down? Are they gonna we gonna try to push it? We gonna try to play outside of our character? What we gonna do?
Man, Zach Taylor gonna do something crazy, man. I guarantee. Because I've been saying it. I'm not sold on him. The talent on the team is saving him. I don't think he's a good coach still. And the Chiefs are definitely capable of getting them out of their element, man.
Well, teams got to stop doing that, man. Take your three, man. I'm not gonna tell you not to do it. Go ahead and keep doing that. But to me, that's just dumb, bro. I don't understand why teams keep leaving points off the board early too. Like, take the points. I can see start of the second half. This first quarter, they taking away 3 points. Like, why?
Do you think the Chargers put that on the board, and now teams are gonna be like, man, I don't know, like we got to take what we can get.
No,
Man, they looking at the Chargers like, man, they dumb as hell, man. We're not doing.
But it wasn't just Chargers though.
Oh
No,
yeah,
it's not. It's definitely not that. It's not.
Oh
It's
yeah,
definitely
like
not just the Chargers. The Ravens started that.
Ravens, Broncos, Chargers. Everybody
yeah.
go. I don't understand why.
I mean,
I
early
remember
on the
the first
season,
time the Ravens did it. They got.
yeah, early on the season, we was going through some nonsense with the defense because the Ravens, they realized Chris Jones is not a true edge, and they took
Yep.
advantage of that. You know what I mean? They was making it look silly out there with those RPOs, option plays and whatnot. So
I got a question for y'all. Who y'all more worried about on the Bengals this week? Mixon or Chase, Higgins? Who y'all more worried about? Who y'all thinking about this week?
I already said it earlier. T. Higgins. T. Higgins is definitely the guy.
Yeah, I think it's more of a wide receiver than a running back. Because Mixon is good. Mixon is a good running back. He's not, but I've seen us do better against better running backs. You know what I'm saying? So I think
We got
Nick Bolton might have a game.
Yeah, we got both made this week. So
yep. Yeah. They like to spread it out though, man. That's the only. They like to spread them weapons out, then run the ball. That's what I'm kind of worried about with Mixon.
Yeah.
I mean, our
That's
linebackers have been playing good though lately. Our linebackers, Bolton, Gay, even Hitch, and even Neiman. And to be honest with you, they all been playing better, a lot better. So maybe Mixon, but I think one of the wide receivers. Higgins is probably the scariest one though. So
they catch Higgins made the other was that last week against the Ravens when he
that
jumped
was
up?
last week. Double coverage. Yep.
Man, with the 85 on, I'm like, whoa, Ocho back? What's going on out there? That was crazy, man.
Yeah, man, he's a hell of a ball player, man. Because like first half of the season, it was Burrow and Chase like how they did in college. But since Higgins came back from injury, Burrow he's incorporating him more back in the offense, more so than Chase. Because Chase he's getting those coverages now. He's starting to get double teams here and there. You know what I mean? Like the defenses are more focused on Chase now than Higgins, and Higgins has done a good job taking advantage of it lately. The dude's been on a hot streak.
That's a good point, Reggie.
That's a valid point. But what is this game? What does this game feel like? We've heard this storyline. This feels like every time we play Josh Allen, every time we play Watson, every time we play Herbert, every time we play like Lamar, every shoot, they even did this for Jimmy Garoppolo one time. Like
free Deshaun Watson.
Straight up. You said free Deshaun Watson. Straight up.
But
I mean, they play this every time, bro. And that new quarterback going up against Mahomes, you're not gonna get him that first time. You're just not gonna get him that first time.
This the passing of the torch game, right?
It has so many. Lamar lost his first 3. Josh Allen lost his first
2.
No, 3.
3. He lost 3. Cause we got them twice in the regular season, didn't we? Then we got them in the playoff.
Yep. Who else?
Yep.
Garoppolo, we got him in the Super Bowl.
So Herbert.
Got Herbert.
Baker ain't won one against
us.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to Mark Gunnels, man. Woo, man. Got a lot of receipts on that boy.
Shout out Gunnels, man. Yeah, it wasn't looking cool, man. I seen that paperwork drop.
I had to let him know what time it was. Like, all right, bro. So you said your phone's hacked? I'm like, all right, bro.
We're not going to talk about that, Kevin. We're not going to talk about that. Not yet.
Kevin,
Right.
I missed a couple episodes and found out I wasn't even on the Real Kingdom cast, man. That shit crazy, man. 2021 been wild, man. Thought I was on the real one this whole damn time, and this shit's an imposter. It's crazy out here, man. Damn, man.
Anyway, what's your score for the game, bro? Are we doing scores now?
Oh, I already did my score. I said 34-20.
I'm going 31-20.
31-20?
Yep. More flags on the wall. Okay, Sam.
All right, Sam. I'm working on that.
More flags on the wall? What does that mean?
I think
On
Sam
the
watched
background?
it. I think Sam watched the link that you put in the group chat regarding the subject we just talked about.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go 35. Man, I want to stay with 17, bro.
Ooh, y'all got us putting up. Okay.
I
If
got
this
the
offense
defense.
put up
I got the
30
defense a
again,
little angry. You know?
I love it. I love
are
it.
we gonna talk about how the offense back if we score 30 this week?
Yeah.
Because I said I needed to see a
They've
couple
been
of
averaging
weeks.
39 a game.
I said I needed to see a couple weeks. If they do it this week, I mean, what else can you say?
I mean, we know it's coming. We know it's coming, but you know what I mean. The Bengals defense about to get a rude awakening. Like you could definitely there are definitely many ways you can defeat their defense, man. Mainly I want to see the Chiefs get them on some crossing routes, mainly, because they be getting confused when you run those crossing routes against them. And then like you could eventually take a deep shot against them too,
Yeah.
vertically. You know what I mean?
Eli Apple on Tyreek. Man, we need to hear that. I want to hear
Like
Eli Apple name all Sunday, man.
Eli
He been
like
Apple
come
playing
on,
played?
good
man.
this year.
Yeah, Eli played for them. Yep.
He been playing pretty cool, but I want to hear his name this weekend.
Oh. And Pittsburgh got away with one because Tyreek came off the COVID list real late.
Yeah.
Yeah, Travis didn't come off that COVID week late, bro. He been back for a few days. He probably got his swag back and everything. So you're not gonna get a fast football on us.
I thought that was interesting. Tyreek, they was talking about how he was winded this week coming back from COVID.
Oh yeah. I mean, when you don't practice all week and you get cleared at the last minute, I mean, looking back at it, it wasn't really surprising. You know what I mean? Like Patrick got him involved there early, but after that, you can just kind of tell, like, Tyreek was just trying to push through it. You know what I mean? So
And I think
it
Harold made a good point on that. Tyreek run around more than any other receiver before the play.
yeah, he do.
Like that dude is in shape. So I think
Yeah,
we're gonna be on one this week, man.
Tyreek like the Army. We do more before 6 a.m. before you do all day.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
He
right.
does more before the snap than you do all game.
For sure. Hey, them comments said something about Gore, man. Look, can we talk about that a little bit too before we get off here?
Shoot, go ahead. We got another subject to talk about anyway, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I think Gore need to get another little spot starting this week, man. I think, like you said with Clyde, let's rest him to the playoffs. Make sure he 100% healthy. But man, I like what I seen from Gore and D. Will last week, man.
I absolutely love the way they are using D. Will, bro. I don't know why they start using him like that. I'm glad they did. D. Will is a bona fide weapon right now. Running and catching the ball. Like, he's a weapon that you got to look at. He's another target. I like the way that Noah Gray stepped up last week. I think we was kind of down on him a little bit, but I think he can be a key. I think he can be a weapon if you keep using him like that. He's not going to get the type of snaps that we want him to get or that he might need to get, but he's still dangerous. And Gore, I think Gore career and what he's been through, being cut 4 times, being undrafted, whatever. I think he's so hungry and he runs so hard, so physical. Man, he gonna wait. He can't wait to get on the game. He run like his hair on fire.
I still think he the best running back we have, man. Yes, I think so. Just running. I
You know
think
what?
Darrell Williams
Oh,
by
just
far our
running?
best catching
He
back.
said just run the ball, just run the ball.
Just
He's not
running.
saying the total package, just
Yeah,
running, just running
just
Yeah,
straight.
run.
yeah.
Darrell
I think
Williams
I
to
think
me is the best catcher.
I think D Will might be the most complete back we got right now.
Yeah, because they don't really use Gore in the passing game.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I,
And they
I'm gonna
finally started
disagree
using
with you,
Clyde in
Kast.
the passing game.
I'm gonna
He getting
disagree with
there,
you.
bro.
I'm gonna say Clyde is our most complete back. I think Darrell Williams is our best receiving back. Gore is our best running back. But I think I'm gonna say Clyde is the best overall because I think he can pass block pretty cool too. I think
Yeah,
he can just do everything okay. He's just not great at anything.
Yeah.
yeah. Can we talk about Clyde, man? Because I seen a clip that Nick Jacobs put up
I've
of
seen it.
Clyde missing a cutback. You know what I mean? My boy Jeff, he's a coach. He's saying like Clyde would have to come to a complete stop to the defense, wouldn't be able to close it on. But I'm like, I feel like Clyde still has a one-on-one situation as a running back. You got to win them matchups. I mean, that's like at least a 4 or 5 yard gain, in my
I,
opinion,
I
if he
know
cuts it
exactly
back.
which tweet you talking about, and yes, that was.
RJ started that. I think that I think that linebacker was waiting on him, and maybe he really what the play was designed to do is what he did. Maybe he should have cut back and tried to beat that guy one in his face. I'm not faulting him. I'm not saying he was right. I'm not saying he was wrong.
Yeah.
But it might have been a couple more yards. But that linebacker was just sitting there waiting on that.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean he was there, but I just feel like the elite backs. I mean, if they cut back, I feel like they win that matchup most of the time. But like speaking of Clyde and cutbacks, man, I mean, do you guys think this is just gonna be like a long term issue with Clyde, or does Clyde eventually figure it out as far as like some of these cutback lanes he may or may not be missing?
I
He
think
gonna
he is
figure
who
it out.
he is.
I mean, look, the same way Pat had to get comfortable with the line, so did everybody else. Pat wasn't the only one that had to get comfortable. D. Will, Gore, McKinnon, Clyde, they all had to get comfortable with the way the line blocks and the way they use the line. You know what I'm saying? So
I
I
think
think he get better.
we were saying the same things last year though, wasn't we?
Yeah,
We got a different line though, bro.
I mean, yeah, it's a different line. But it's a
Same
better line.
problems.
It's a better line though. So we'll see, man. I mean, like I said, I'm not giving up on Clyde, man. I know there was other running backs we could have took at the time. But at the same time, we just pretty much in agreement that the Chiefs weren't using Clyde correctly. And I feel like the Chiefs were starting to head in the right direction as far as like using Clyde in the proper way up until the injury. So I'm just gonna still let it play out.
Yeah,
That was a hell of a run he did on the Steelers though. That touchdown. That had me a little hype,
Oh
man.
yeah, he showed some heart, a
Yeah,
lot,
that had
lot of
me
heart
hype.
on that. Yeah, but just to go ahead and conclude the show for tonight, man, we definitely got to talk about this. A few days ago, a huge pioneer
Mm.
to the sport of football passed away. Was it on Tuesday? I think it was announced on Tuesday. John Madden, he died at the age of 85, and his impact was felt across the league in every aspect you can think of, from coaching, from play-by-play commentary, mainly with Pat Summerall, and then Al Michaels at the end. The video game series with Madden, the All Madden team, you name it. So I just want to talk about the big impact that he had on you guys. Let's start off with Bug. Bug, what was the biggest impact felt from you as far as John Madden is concerned?
Of course, Madden. I mean, Madden it really was special to me when I was younger too, man. Me and my cousin, we'd be up all night, just like everybody else, man. up all night playing Madden, especially Madden 99. I used to always stay up trying to beat John Elway, man. But yeah, man, John Madden was special. He definitely is Mount Rushmore, Lombardi, Madden. I don't know who else we put on there, but Madden for sure is on there. He
Bill
had two
Walsh.
Hall of Fame. Bill
Yeah.
Walsh, definitely. We'll have to, he had two Hall of Fame careers, man. Hall of Fame coach, Hall of Fame announcer. What they say, most influential player, person in football history, I think, for sure. That boom, that laugh, all that, man. That documentary they had on him was crazy. I couldn't watch it after he passed. I watched it Christmas Day, but I don't like watching stuff like that after they pass, man. But that was a great documentary. They gave him his flowers while he was still here. That's as good as it get. I mean, great dad. What else? I mean, he a legend, man.
So what about you, country?
And hold on, one more thing. My fault.
I'm at okay. Go ahead.
Hopefully, they bring back the All Madden team going forward, man. R.I.P. Betty White, man. Hopefully, they bring the All Madden team back, man. We need to get that back lit. We don't need to change the All Pro. Keep the All Pro. We need those All Madden players that get dirty. We need that back, man. Do that for him.
Well
Oh man,
said, man. I'm with you on that.
he was just a complete legend, like in every aspect and everything he did. He was legendary. Really, coaching, commentary, video games, impact on and off the field. He was just a legend, bro. It's like really nothing else to really say. Um, I said a lot of it on the Chiefs Concern podcast with Dunn and Warfield, man. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out, man. I think I did all right, man. Just let me know
Yes,
how I
sir.
did.
Nah,
Good
you did
episode.
great, bro. You did more than all
I
right.
checked it out. Good episode.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Um, so yeah, man, Madden was just a legend, bro. It's like that's all you got to say, legend. It, ain't no other way to describe him. And Betty White, man. I mean, I know we kind of young. We shouldn't have been watching Golden Girls, but bro, if you never sat down and watched Golden Girls,
Oh man,
laugh your head off.
we'll go watch it tonight, man.
Something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Like Betty White is a legend too. You know what I'm saying? Very funny, man. Been funny for 99 years. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So she had a long life, man, and she blessed us all. And I mean, I know I done watched Golden Girls with my mom and grandma and sisters and all that good stuff. So yeah, we just losing them, man. 2021 was a mug, but 2022 we gonna turn up, bro, in every aspect.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy ending to 2021, man. You
I hate
know.
flying planes too.
that was crazy, Wink.
He
Oh yeah.
really had that bus, bro. Like he really took the bus everywhere. Only other person I know that used to do that was Fat Joe when he used to take the when he never flew on planes and stuff. I hate flying, bro. I can't do over 2 hours, bro. I get anxious and claustrophobic, bro. Yeah. And I flew
I
to
feel
Germany when I was a kid. I can barely fly these, bro. I think it's Final Destination. I should have never watched Final Destination. Because if somebody say, yo, we getting out the plane, man, this plane gonna crash. I'm getting up off the plane and I worry about death later. We'll fight with them later, but I'm getting up off that plane. No, I had no visions or nothing when I'm on the plane. No, I had no nothing like that, bro.
yeah, man. But
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. I ain't gonna do that.
hey, that was good. But yeah, man. Start with John Mack, but yeah, rest in peace of Betty White too, man. I mean, that was pretty messed up because she was looking forward to her 100th birthday, tweeted about it, and then that happens. It's crazy. But as far as Matt is concerned, man, like it goes back to '94 for me, man. Sega Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
Even back
Thanks.
then, like that was just fun times, man. Like you know how cold Barry Sanders was on that game. Uh,
Sure.
But yeah, from that, regular PlayStation 2, like remember when we carried our memory cards around before the online game and stuff?
With the
You
multi-taps too, man.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Pull up
Hey,
with the homies, man.
remember the cheat code books? It'd be about this thick, and all the
Yeah,
cheat codes to all the games.
Team
yeah,
Tiburon and all that.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah, yeah. Those were crazy, man. And like
good old days.
you just pull up with your homies to do a tournament or do like a season. You know what I mean? Just having the memory cards with you to keep up with the rosters and stuff. Man, just great times, and that's how you make connections too. Because I've seen a few tweets in relation to this, and this is true, man. Like playing Madden did keep a lot of us out of trouble, man.
Oh yeah.
Like big facts, like just to play that mud for hours, bro. And that's how great the game was back at the
Chuck, we didn't
time.
know how good we had it, man. For real, for real.
Yeah,
Times was way simpler then too, man.
yeah, most definitely, bro. So yeah, and like over time, man, when you pull up with your homies playing Madden a lot, man, you establish that connection right then and there, bro. So so yeah, man, John Madden, he did a lot, man. And like as a head
Legend.
coach, and as a head coach, people have never made this compare. I haven't heard somebody make this comparison before. This is the same road that Andy Reid has gone through in his coaching career. Because John Madden, he was getting to the championship game quite often, the conference championship game quite often, and he kept coming up short. He kept coming up short, and then he finally broke through eventually and won the Super Bowl. So I think John Madden and Andy Reid's careers kind of mirror each other because they both great in the regular season. You know what I mean? They've always had great regular season records. I mean, it was rare for Andy Reid to have a bad season, and it was rare that John Madden had a bad season. I think John Madden may have only had one bad season in his career, maybe two. I had to double check that, but
And we
yeah,
lost
man,
32 games in 10 years.
yeah, that's
Man,
incredible, bro.
I didn't even know, like after I watched that documentary, it just was so
Facts,
crazy
Reggie.
how he was talking about how why he retired, he that lost that immaculate reception game. Like I didn't even know that, man. That's crazy. Like it was killing them to lose, man. Like
I ain't
crazy,
gonna
man.
lie, that would have broke me too. Lost off of immaculate reception, like
For real.
I would have had to
Hey,
question
yeah.
myself too.
In high school, I used to play my homeboy Cedric Gibbs. Shout out to Gibbs. What up, Ced? I used to play him after school every day in Madden, and he would whoop me every day. Like I was not good at the game. I didn't know how to play. I had a PlayStation. He had or Sega or whatever. I don't know, man. I just couldn't play. One day, I finally beat him on a last-second field goal, and we never played again. I never went to. We
Lot of
didn't want to
friendships
play
been lost over
Dang,
that
ever
bad, man.
dang, off of
again.
one loss, off
And
of one
one
loss, he was
loss.
like,
I actually Facebooked him about it. He was like, "Man, whatever." I was like, "Nah, bro. The one time I beat you, I could never get it back, bro." Like, I was so happy that day.
"Oh, I bet." So, I mean, that's an accomplishment right there. I mean, after taking so many beats from him, but it's just crazy how he didn't want to play you again after that. Like
Didn't even
that's
invite me in the house no more, bro.
that's funny.
Uh,
And
my
and
boy
then
says,
like just to wrap up, what I got for John Madden, man. Like him and Pat Summerall, I don't think that bar is ever gonna get reached in sports
No,
commentary. Period,
no.
man. Like that's the best of the best. Like that duo was so perfect, man. Like
"Yeah,
they both had.
Romo and Nance are probably the best right now,
For sure.
and they not even close.
It's
They not
levels
close.
though.
You know
I
what
know
I'm
y'all
saying?"
seen the video where he circling the Gatorade and he's like, "This is a male, a daddy one and a wife one." I was like, "This dude, man, he got us looking at a damn Gatorade tub, getting us into this damn game, bro. Like, can't nobody do the stuff he do, man. That legend, man.
Legendary.
I remember the clip when Nate Newton was sitting on the sideline trying to catch a breather. He's like,
Yeah,
and he was circling his head, pointing at his head. He's like, you see the heat coming out of his head. That's what happens when you have a helmet on your head for that long period of time. your heat starts coming out of your head, and then it was just great, man.
Special, man.
Great, man. Like he'll be missed. He used 85 years of him living on this earth, man. He used them well, man.
For
Like
sure.
his name's gonna live on forever, man. Nobody's gonna forget that man.
Put
So
him on the cover next year.
For sure.
Easy. Don't even vote for nobody else. Put Madden on the cover next year.
For
oh
sure.
yeah. That's gotta be a done deal.
No,
It's
on
gotta
all of them. On the regular one, on the All Pro edition, on the All Man edition, put him on every cover.
That's how it used to be.
We gotta get back to that. Just for this 1 year, man. Do that for John Madden, bro. Put him on the cover next year.
And
EA Sports.
make it a good game. Because after Madden stopped being as much involved, it seemed like it kind of went downhill to me, in my opinion,
see
also.
it,
Yeah,
it
that's a
did.
different
It
conversation.
did. It
That's a
did.
different conversation altogether.
But yeah,
Yo.
rest in power to John Madden, man, and rest in peace to Betty White as well. You know,
Oh man, we didn't give our
yeah.
all right, quickly, Chris. Players of the game.
Okay.
I'm going. Nobody's mentioning them, but if they gonna try to go deep, Juan Thornhill's gonna have a game. So
Okay.
I'm going
Talk
Juan
to it.
Thornhill, and I wanted to go Travis Kelce on offense, but that's too easy. So we're gonna roll with Gore. Who you got, bud?
Then you go take Gore. I'm gonna go Darrell Williams in, man. I don't think they want to cover them running backs like that. So I think Williams. I think the running backs will get back to doing what they do. Defense. I'm gonna go 5-5, man. I think this gonna be his week. Let's get back on the board. Let's get back on the board, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't give a damn how easy it is. I'm just stating the obvious. I don't care. Um, Travis Kelce, he's coming back home, man. Like we Boogie already mentioned, every elite tight end you can name has destroyed the Bengals. So it's Travis Kelce all day. And then, like I said on defense earlier, it's the Chris Jones spotlight game. 3 sacks.
Woo.
And that's going to conclude tonight's episode of Kingdom Cast. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment,
Happy New
and
Year!
Happy
yeah,
New Year, man.
I was about to. Yep, I was just about to say that. Happy New Year to everyone. If you guys are out here kicking it, if you guys did go outside, be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Get an Uber. Get an Uber if you have to, please.
Wear your mask. Wear your mask.
Wear your
Your
Listen,
mask.
mask. Wear your mask.
Because Amarion is out. Amarion is out there. Wear your
Dun,
mask.
dun, dun,
I don't want
touch.
no more
Dun, dun,
Marion, man. I'm in the house, man.
dun.
Y'all be safe
Dun,
out
dun,
there,
dun.
man.
Hey, blessing and prosperity to every follower, fan, friend, family member, all that good stuff, man. Stay safe. Don't shoot in the air because bullets come down too. Don't forget that.
They too
Yeah.
expensive right now, man. Don't waste no bullets, man.
We
Sitting on
appreciate you
all
too,
bullets.
Wink, man. We will see y'all next year
Yes,
or
sir.
tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rest in peace to Therese Paler.
Rest in
We
peace.
out of here, y'all. Happy
Forever.
Real
New Year.
Kingdom Cast, baby. The real
The
one.
real Kingdom Cast. 2 Ks. Don't
Two
forget.
Ks, man. Shout out